Either that, or... I could have multiple filters. Because right now, one of the problems here is we've got loads of CO2 that wants to move. It's just having to take breaks every now and then to let other gases through. I could just pop down the power for an extra filter. Certainly wouldn't be an awful idea. CO2 gets filtered specifically onto that line, and everything else goes onto the waste line. I mean, realistically, that's unlikely to be anything from up here, but, you know, it is happening every now and then. This line is going to be incredibly dense with CO2. I'll consider it. I've got too many other things that I'm working on right now to put too much focus on that. Check door. Don't need any of that. How's the build going? It is not. My level of disappointment is rather extreme. All of that is the right priority, so they're not doing that over other stuff. 5s down there. Got a couple of 8s still, but you know what? Let me pop those down to 5s. There we go. That should free up a little bit more time. Same over here. Let's get all of these onto 5s. Those being on 7s, I don't mind as much. But we are getting there. Little by little. Bit by bit. How much copper we got? We got 11.5 tons of refined copper. That is not going to be an issue for us. But what is an issue for me is getting our spaceship out to the next location. That part I'm not liking at all. It's taken ever so long. Okay. Emergency measures. Now, if this doesn't get done quickly, then I know that there's an issue somewhere. Okay, there we go. People are now actually doing this as a high priority. Let's get this whole area finished off, then I'm going to save and reload again. And hopefully that will help. I just want to get to the stage that we can use solid fuel. Game Braggers, thank you very much for the Prime sub, mate. Diolch yn fawr. And yeah, as for the methods of making a solid tile, if you cook certain organic materials or dirt to 125°C, it'll form into a solid tile. Now, there's another way you can get a solid tile, and that is with the randomness that is a shovel, but or using a door. Now, the door one does seem to be a bit more buggy. It seems a bit more of a glitch than anything else. And it's one of those rare moments where I'm like, yeah, no, I'll use the glitch. But in terms of the cooking stuff, that seems to be behaving as intended. That seems to be the method of using it. It might be that it doesn't work that way, but the problem with... Like, if I don't do it like that, I can't have a natural area for people to leave a nature reserve. Sad but true. Am I going to go back to Vintage Story? Oh, yeah. Almost certainly. Here we go. Now then, I would like very much to take away some of these buildings bit by bit. And again, I'm going to have these on a 9 as well. I know, it hurts my brain too, but Just for now. I just want to get this ready so that we can try and launch another rocket. I wonder if it's something to do with the gantries. I do wonder if it's the gantries and the way they automatically open or close. Yeah, prepare the ritual of turning on, off and on again. I imagine that is actually a ritual amongst the Mechanicus, cult Mechanicus. They probably carry certain banners and effigies akin to the power symbol on a PC. Various chants and hymns, incense, sacred oils, candles. Maybe even a couple of ritual sacrifices. But perhaps they have to lay out a servitor or two, gut it, spill its sacred oils across the device that it is about to be put to sleep and then reawakened. Closer by each occurrence of the ritual to the glory of the Omnissiah. Hey, Grapple Hook Lemon. Love the name. Looks a little tight going through the doors. Pshaw. I have every faith in the capabilities of my dupes. Every faith. Whether I should have all of that faith, I don't know, but I do. As soon as these are out of the way, then I can get those two in one go. I fell asleep in Etal's stream. Must have auto-joined a raid. Yeah, more than likely. That happens to me regularly. I usually pop a stream on before I head to bed. I'll just drift off to the stream. And then I'll quite often wake up like 2 or 3 raids deep. Here we go. And tonk, tonk, sorted. Now, shall we try once more? No, not operational. I just don't understand why. Oh well. Is it something to do with the maybe the tiles underneath it? Do I need to not have tiles underneath it, perhaps? Or maybe even that not being there? I don't know. Very confusing. But either way, let's drop a save. Now, we'll just quit out of the main menu and come back in, because I don't think we need a full-on off and on again. Out of curiosity, chat, how many of you have actually been with me since the start of this colony? It was a long while ago we started. I'm not sure how many hours, but, you know, the fact that we're coming up on 2,000 cycles. Don't forget to automate the silo doors. Honestly, I just want to get the rocket out there first. But no, that is definitely on my list of things to do. You've seen this colony off and on. I have. Not all in streams, but VODs plus streams. That makes sense. I haven't seen every moment of stream, but I've watched at least 50%, and I was there at the start. I joined around cycle 800, but also on and off. I think I requested the only fire pole in the base. That's true, yeah, you did. Missed some streams, but watched all the VODs when I did miss them. Right. There we go. James? Calling all Jameses. James, please report. Really? You broke down one of them. I don't even. You've never seen this game in your entire life. Cannot tell if troll. Cannot tell if troll. Right, okay. Tunk. Track the gantry. James. Godspeed. Launch. Well, since this is the first time you seeing it, you can watch it in all of its splendid glory. To the moon! As we look upon the cracked husk of our former planet. Poor old Earth. What did we do to you? What did we do? Right, okay, that's an awful lot of steam that now has a pretty difficult job of getting out, which I'm very happy with. Very, very happy with indeed. That is a very great temperature of steam down there now. Good times, very good times. See how the coolant, quote unquote, is doing. About 129 degrees going in here, which is great because that'll kick on my steam generators, make a little bit of extra power. Steam, obviously, going to be kept at a very nice roasty, toasty temperature. Perfect. Houston, we have liftoff. Indeed we do. Is there any actual lore about what happened to Earth? Oh, there's loads. There's absolutely loads. Like my log, emails, investigations, journals, research notes. Got a lot of information in here that you uncover through bits and bobs. And there's even more being added with the Spaced Out DLC as well. Currently have 5.1 tons of oxalite. Marvellous. Infectious polluted oxygen vent. Less marvellous. Yeah. I'm thinking of popping this up to a higher priority. Not by a great deal, but I do want this done so that we can start reducing the weight of gas down here, which in turn will start pulling away some of the temperature. One of the nice things is because we are sending a lot of the waste gas to space, it's gaining temperature in the asteroid, but then we're just dumping it out in space. Goodbye temperature. Go live your best life out in the cosmos where you can't cause me any issues. In fact, we've completely run out of waste gas right now. Alright, yeah, of course. It's because we're turning all of the oxygen we can into oxalite. Whoops. We are not cooling things down as much as we would like. So the occasional inclusion of a little bit of CO2 or well, realistically, it's not even natural gas. It's the only time we send anything up there is if it's chlorine or polluted oxygen. Not the greatest. I will confess, not the best scenario. I am seeing more and more molten slicksters, though. See, it's like, oh yeah, you've got a good chance of having it if you keep it the temperature between 100°C and 250°C. That is not happening down here. How are they hatching like that? I've got like 70°C. That's it. I think it's just that it's the 2% chance, constantly the 2% chance that's making it. It's glorious. Joya seeds, sure, I'll take some joya seeds. What's with all the ladders? Scaffolding. Purely, I've built that up so I can easily reach stuff and demolish things. Because you've only got a certain reach. Yeah, your duplicants can't reach too terribly far. Oh, Weregoat is in their element. Look at them. they've got tickled tootsies. Walked on carpet has made this duplicant's day a little more luxurious. Sparkle streaking. This duplicant is currently sparkle streaking. You know, I want to watch you. There we are. And smelled flowers. Okay. They are making some beautiful art right now to make this place even more decorative. Ultra high decor. Oh my goodness, they've done a good job. Well, I think everyone can agree this place is going to be pretty swanky. I mean, I do need to sweep up all of that gubbins there, but... My lord. Look at their eyes. I'll do follow cam again. I'll slow down time once they're about to finish it so we can see their eyeballs. Okay, good enough. You see, if I saw someone like that, I wouldn't... my first thought would not be, oh, look, they're so happy. My first thought would be, ah! Zombie! Some ultra nice times in store for our dupes right now. I can add in a little bit of extra stuff if I want to, like some canvases. Landscape canvases, perhaps. Here and indeed there. There and indeed here. I could have some portrait canvases, perhaps going up here. I need something along this ladder area, because that's just ugly otherwise. Ooh. Refined gold statues for that ultra bling feeling. Can't say fairer than that. Then let's make some ceramic pedestals as well. I'm sure we're going to have plenty of amazing things around here. We could have portraits, but I think golden statues... Yeah, golden statues have a quality all their own, I feel. We will have a landscape painting in here, though. Made of gold. Right above the dinner table there. I'm going to need that for... Definitely in the Great Halls. I mean, you know, if we don't, then do we have any right to call them great? I think not. Okay. That's added quite a lot of jobs for you guys to do, but hopefully the main jobs, and that being of getting all of the pipe work done, is going to be done reasonably soon. We'll have molding as well. You know, just... At this point, it's like, look, you know, I'm sure you can't even actually tell the difference at this point. It's so ultra swanky that it just breaks your brain. But we'll do it anyway, just because we can. Why are those a different colour? I don't know. Well, you're doing some good work there. My lord. Making those out of sandstone does mean that we get them built super fast. Because there's sandstone everywhere. By the way, again, for those of you who aren't too familiar with this game, this is one of the more difficult maps because the normal, the standard or the beginner map is a lot more temperate. It's a much more comfortable temperature with wildly varying biomes, but, you know, very few ultra hot ones, except, you know, obviously the core is generally made of lava. Ours is not. Ours is actually made of ice. But the whole Asteroid feels like it's made of lava. This is an incredibly hot map, naturally, which has caused us, you know, no small amount of trouble. Aavak, thanks for a chilled morning, friend. Have a wonderful stream. Oh, take care, mate. Thanks for dropping by, Nomak. Nomak? Ah, I will get it eventually. Thanks for dropping by, though. And again, chat, please do drop a follow for Nomak there. Especially if you're interested in catching some Divinity Original Sin 2. And you should be interested in that. My poor, poor frozen core of this asteroid. I mean, this side's pretty frozen still, but this side absolutely not. How's our copper volcano going? Okay, it's going to become active again in 9.3 cycles, and then it's just going to... This little room here tames the volcano, takes the liquid copper and chills it, and then deposits it outside in such a way that it's safe for us to use. This is a minor volcano that is erupting fairly aggressively and producing a lot of igneous... oh, actually, it's just about to go dormant, it looks like. Produces quite a lot of igneous rock for us, which we then feed to our hatches, which then poop out coal. It's a good cycle. Whilst the untamed guys are in the middle of the gas tanks... Oh, let me go and find out for you. Oh, yeah. This way. It's a steam vent. So water. Hot water. How's everything doing in here? Everything is mostly doing okay. Little bits again injected back into the steam room, but not a lot. $12 kilos of gas per tile. It's the temperature, though. Temperature's hovering around the point where these will kick on, and that's probably going to continue being the case. Simply because every time these do kick on, we drop the gas pressure, so more water is brought in, which then drops the temperature. So it's kind of a constant cycle. This rate, like, if this was running more consistently, then these would be generating more power, because it would be dumping more heat into the room. But honestly, I don't see much of a reason to. It's keeping these rooms pretty chill right now. I'm fine with that. I don't want it to be any more chill because it will freeze the water output of the steam generators. Let's check on the star map, though. How are you doing? Oh, you're almost home. You're almost home, and you'll be carrying an awful lot of research with you. 150, which should, fingers crossed, chat, should allow us to get you. Yeah, it will. Then we need to decide what we're doing next. Whether we go for a petroleum engine, so liquid fuel and solid oxidizer tank, or the liquid cargo. I think realistically we go for the hydrocarbon combustion. Personally. Lotero, Aavak, is this colony stable now? Could you leave it running forever, or would you eventually run out of anything? It used to be stable when we were getting asteroids. Now, not so much though. I'm going to need to start... Well, in terms of food, yes, it's stable. Well, no, it's not. Again, with asteroids, it was stable because we would never run out of regolith for our shovels, so we would never run out of food. And water-wise, we are bringing in water. Not that we're using it for our dupes. Our dupes don't require it. But generally speaking, we were fine. But without asteroids, we're no longer stable. Not perfectly, anyway. CO2 is starting to fight back. Natural gas is doing a good job of trying to fight again. I mean, the polluted oxygen above it is very heavy, but... And the oxygen above that is extremely heavy too. Still, I think the CO2 is starting to get there. Ever so slowly, but it's starting to get there. Oh, we're seeing... Aha! It has been set up. Marvelous. Alright, if it's above 500 grams, I would like that to work. Let's get that all hooked up. In fact, let's make that a 7 priority. Then we're going to start moving some of this, you know, kind of okay, reasonably warm CO2 over there. It's a bit chillier down here. I mean, all relative, of course. Chilly CO2 in this is anything below like 40 degrees. Chilly anything in this is anything below 40 degrees. Hey, Kenny. Take care, road train. Enjoy your trip, mate. But yeah, I'd run out of regolith and thus food for my shovels, and then thus food for my dupes. They might be able to survive off the food from the hatches, maybe. And the hatch food is limitless because of volcanoes. But tapping into a major volcano rather than just relying on the minor volcanoes would probably ensure that that would be okay. Time to break this down. Oh, we've got a glossy Draco, so we're now getting plastic in here. Nice. No principle. Get the iron, happily. Now, we've got all 12 duplicants, so the rocket ship just came back. Have a look at the temperature in here. Yeah, it was quite recent. Generator. The generator's probably kicked in briefly because the temperature in there has dropped a lot. But we're still sending very hot petroleum in there. And we're adding more water over time, which is good. Right. Now then. I didn't espy what we brought back, but let's go and have a look on the star map. Niobium. Okay. 3% of niobium there. Whereas there's trace amounts of fullerene over here. And diamonds, of course. Plenty of coal as well. Status grounded. Passengers 0. Modules, etc., etc. Right, we want to go back there if we can. It's again not operational. I don't understand why. Kind of thinking it might be the gantries. I'm not sure, but let's pull them down, then rebuild them and see if that helps. Because I don't want to have to keep reloading all the time. That's just incredibly frustrating. Now we've almost finished with the solid fuel thrusters, so actually I'm gonna I'll allow this to run one more mission, and then I'm going to get rid of the steam. We're gonna switch over to using iron and oxalite. Winged Vamp, hello mate. Still says not operational, and I don't understand why. I will need a gantry. That much is definite. So let's pop that one back. But on this side, we won't have it. Well, no, well, we've already seen that that's not the issue. Since we know it's not the issue, we may as well just get these rebuilt. The problem is I can't tear the thing down, which is the issue. Which is the confusing part for me. There we go. Research complete. Time for us to start researching the next thing, which will be the hydrocarbon combustion. Yep. Just don't know what's wrong with it. Well, since I've already refueled it, what we're going to do, we'll launch another mission. That'll be fine. So, that requires another save, reload. But when we come back to it, I am going to rebuild the rocket from the ground up using the new engine type we've got. Sorry for the faffing around, chat. Go ahead and reload the game. We don't know if it's changed with Spaced Out, but the solid field thrusters could not be used on their own before. How did you need to use them before then? We'll be going on a tea break in 30 minutes, Gina Prime. Thank you very much for the hydrate, though. Well, how did the solid fuel thrusters used to work? Oh. Oh, so this would go there. Right. Of course, that makes sense. It's a booster. Well, no, it says it's a thruster, but... Look. Off we go again to get the last bit of study. And launch rocket. Okay, I can't select the command capsule at all. Like, it does not exist. Interesting. Background buildings. Let's strip that away. Because if I click here, I get the research module. But the command capsule I don't get. Alright. Can't build anything there. Let's get that done as a massive priority, though. Just strip the whole thing down. I know that that means we're losing out on some steam. I don't care. It's fine. The other thing I could do is I could put some bulkheads down here, for example. No, I probably can't build over them. No. Interesting. We spent all that time building this, but I can't even select that right now. Let's get rid of the automation too. Again. Priority 9. The movie's coming along. We're preparing the new area. We're making some decent progress, I think. Definitely feel that we could do with that being a little bit better. Yeah, let's get a second gas filter. Leave that on a 5 though. That's really interesting. Actually, okay, give me a second. I can see that we can't break that down right now, but what if... Okay, I'm going to cancel that work, and I know I've just told them to do a bunch of it, but... What if, instead, when this ship comes back, and before we give it a priority to get back out there, I instead tell them to break down the command capsule. Like, we save, reload, and then I have them break the command capsule and then rebuild it. No, I can't break the... That's what I was saying. There is no module below it, and I think that's where the problem comes from. Research module there. But there is no module here. And I think that's the issue. And that might be a side effect of the whole big merge. Yeah, the next one down... Oh, I could try breaking down the next one down if you like. Yeah, sure. But yeah, I'm kind of assuming that is a part of the problem. Is the big merge has made it so that... maybe some sort of interaction with how the command module works in Spaced Out is causing issues there. Perhaps in Spaced Out they just get ejected and now it's trying to do that in this version, but in this version that causes issues. I can try to break them down, sure. We'll definitely give that a go. Got a couple of options, and I'm totally down with doing some for sciencing. This is now done. Break this section down completely. Deconstruct this section. Actually. Cancel this. I'm gonna do a fairly big job all at once. Right, where's the power coming from here? Is there any nearby power? Not easily. I'll just have the auto sweepers move all of this gubbins out of here. I'll strip everything down in these areas, but the auto sweepers can just do a massive amount of extra work then, just tearing everything else down. As a consequence of the order I'm doing this in... Oh, really? I'm not building all on lines. Ah! Okay, well, they're going to be made pretty quickly. Also, I'm amazed at how well this is running, lol. Every time I play the game, I die well before this point. Well, you know, there've been a couple of times when things were not going well at all for us. Everything was breaking that could break. It's an interesting time. Deconstruct. On an 8. And then maybe I'll be able to deconstruct this one, but I think that's where the problem lies, is that this doesn't technically exist. Also, gonna want to deconstruct this one anyway. Oh, you can break it down from up there, okay. No. Much sadness. Much badness, but no. Oh, I wonder what will happen when the ship comes back. Oh, that's going to be an interesting one. Uh-oh. Run out of power. Why? That should not be an issue. Some things have run out of power. That was very curious. Bunch of things just decided to stop for no good reason, but okay. I think the base may be a bit big. Though I'm noticing not a whole lot of... That's so good, though. Gonna be honest, that ability where it actually tells you that someone's trapped, so amazing. Oh, I need to ensure that this actually has a conveyor rail. Probably. Things going over here. We haven't really done too much building over here anymore. Things are going to take a little while. 2 people are idle. Ah, you deserve it. You chill out. Shouldn't be a big issue to have the rocket broken down, but I'll happily drop a save. And if it is a problem, we'll revert to a autosave at the right time, because it keeps a couple of autosaves.